Okay, today we're looking at drawing a pineapple, and this is a pre-prepared sheet, as you can see here, which I'm giving to most of the students. It is quite difficult to draw the pineapple without a kind of template to start with. Some of the students would draw the pineapple too small, the leaves too large, etc., etc. So what we're going to do is beam in now on that pre-prepared sheet and just concentrate on the area where we have the small cubes around the top of the pineapple, which are going to completely use them to create the leaves. Now if you look here closely, I'm actually drawing cubes on here using the ones that I've just created on the template. Just basically pretend that these cubes are on a flat surface, almost like a piece of Lego, and you can just draw them across here. They must obviously fit onto the pineapple base, and just use the ones that I've done there as a template for you. You can see the lines here, we have the straight lines here of the ant's path are coming over here, so you can just look at this particular line here, straight line, go up, make a small square, and then just create cubes going this way and this way, like so. We get that some of the students would obviously not be fully aware of perspective and maybe have things like this happening, but try and avoid that and just look as though it will end up being on a flat plane like so. Then what we're going to do is use the template lines again that I've created to follow equally the lines around here, again creating that lampshade effect that we mentioned in the demonstration, all the way around here. And obviously you can see that the template's helping, but you've got to use your own skills as well to use the guide to create your own circular motions here as it goes around the pineapple using the contour lines which we just discovered. And then what we can start to do is to create the shapes within the squares that we've created. They should get gradually smaller as you go around. And looking at what I've just created there, it's given a much stronger impression of where the pineapple should be. Then what we're going to do is look at creating those shapes, the crown hat here that we've mentioned, again following the contour lines. Just a small crown to imitate some of the patterns on the pineapple, then a circle on there, like so. So if I could reiterate, just by drawing, go up here, something like that with a circle. That's what the pattern should look like roughly. Just rub that out. And again, we start again. Obviously the stronger students will be able to do these independently, making them go smaller and following the contour lines in perspective as they turn. Some of the students we've given this template to will be able to do that to some extent. And you will definitely see pattern and curve. Again, just quickly showing you the actual patterns themselves. Now when this is completed, what we can do then is create tone. So basically the edge of the pineapple will have slightly darker overtures, curving around, following those forms there, as you can see, lighter probably in the centre here, and again around the edge, creating, using the template, following those contour lines we've created, giving the pineapple a little bit of depth, you see there, Now what we're going to do is go back up and look at drawing some of the leaves using the template I've just given you there. And I'm basically just going to beam in again. As you can see, got the little squares, and from each of those cubes just draw lines coming up to start with. So for this front side here, and for the back side, and basically almost, so it's like a large this part here will follow that form, and then the other one will go around like that. So again, taking the first two parts here, front, it's up to you how you create these leaves, and then the back one will obviously be going in that direction because it's following the cuboid there. Just quickly draw that out again here. You can see that side there, this side here, and the lines going this way and the other one going that way, which will create the impression of a curving leaf. Now these leaves might not look perfect at the time, but we're just looking at creating three-dimensional form. All those flat pineapples were drawn in the past, were a thing of the past. Now artists such as Vincent van Gogh, all the great still life artists who created fruit drawings and paintings would have acknowledged and understood that to create 3D form you need to simplify things first and create depth rather than flatness. So this is one way of doing that. Now if we beam out again, back to the original pineapple, you can see that there's been form created by using that actual template. Okay, that's the end of the demo.